However, Phoenix Variety Revue features Phoenix and Variety, an amazing burlesque review. And it's my pleasure to welcome the first of our variety acts this evening, a young lady I've had the absolute pleasure and honor of working with in multiple capacities, and she has performed here doing some stand-up comedy at the Phoenix Variety Revue before, and it's my pleasure to welcome to the stage, Miss Neesie!
Thank you, Zora. Let's hear it for the burlesque. I've never liked snakes before tonight. Whole new love for the snakes. Happy to be here at the Phoenix Variety Show again. It actually got some press this week. Longest running burlesque in Portland, and the Willamette Week called me a cougar. Sign by my bed that says, "Must be this young to ride." Telling ya, my boyfriend is 8 years younger, and he hates it when I call myself a cougar. I just tell him to go to his room. Actually, I don't know why I'm calling him my boyfriend. We got engaged last summer. Thank you. Yes, I know, right? My friends were like, wow, that is, what happened? You know, for years and years you've been against straight marriage. But we don't understand what happened. And I said, I'll tell you, 5 tequila shots. I don't remember much about that night, but apparently I proposed. And he said yes.
It's hard to take that back.
It is, it's not a takey-backy. Yeah, we've been dating for 5.5 years, and I came to that point where I just kind of saw myself with him for the rest of my life, doing things like sitting on the couch, binge watching Netflix. I could picture us in our 80s. Actually, I'd be in my 80s and he'd be in his early 70s. And we'd be lovingly looking at our iPhones, you know, at a cafe or something. Very romantic. That's the good news. The bad news is that I went to the dentist 5 times last month. Yes, it's true. I had a checkup, a cleaning, an x-ray, a filling, a temporary crown, a root canal, and a crown. Thank you. I appreciate that one person who gave me some sympathy/empathy. At one point, the dental assistant said, listen, for the next 2 weeks, I don't want you to eat anything chewy, crunchy, or hard. And I said, seriously, I mean, there goes my sex life. Also, the crown alone with dental insurance was $600. Yeah, I asked the billing lady, and she had kind of a New York accent, which I do very poorly, but I said, are there any alternatives to this crown for $600? And she said, well, you can't pay for the crown, we can pull the tooth. I said, what? You know, that's the alternative? You can't pay, we can pull the tooth. I'm like, are you the mafia now? I just don't get it. The one nice thing about the dentist office was the emergency dentist himself. He was just a total sweetheart. He spoke English as a second language. They were located on 82nd Avenue, and after thoroughly examining my broken bicuspid, he said this, you must stop biting husbands. I'm like, we're not married yet. You can't, I don't follow those rules, okay? I am anxious about money. It's not just the crown. I grew up poor, and I have a friend who's very rich, like filthy rich. Think about like if your dad invented the internet or something, like that kind of rich. And she said the worst thing, which I'm going to share with you. She said, Neesie, you know, there's one way you can tell if someone grew up poor. She said, no matter how well educated they are or put together, you can tell by looking at their shoes, cheap shoes. And I looked down and I said, oh my God, you're right. You know how you can tell if someone grew up rich? Cruelty. I'm gonna leave you with this. I have this fantasy all the time about money, and it's about having $20,000 magically appear in my bank account. Do you guys have this fantasy? Anybody? Is it $20,000? Well, let's not get greedy. Okay, well, in my, chump change fantasy, here's how it goes. I think a lot about what I would do with that money, and my imaginary financial planner tells me, you know, you should pay off debt, start with the highest interest rate first, save for the future, invest wisely. Well, that shit is boring, okay? Here's what I would do with $20,000, drugs. A lot of drugs. I would. I think you could get some really good drugs for $20,000. Maybe something that just got invented. I'm telling you. And I've done this bit before, and people have said, Neesie, drugs are dangerous and addictive and illegal, most of them. And I said, well, I have a plan for that too. I'm going to take that last $5,000 and pay for rehab. It'll be a nice one. They'll have like hot springs and massage and stuff. I will tell you what I would do with that $20,000, and this is why I will never be rich. You are all my witnesses. I would go to the bank and get 20,000 $1 bills. I would ask for some dollars, and they'd tell me to go to the post office. But I would take those $1 bills and I would give every last dollar away. And I wouldn't even be discerning. It would be like raining money instead of whatever rains, water. I'm drunk, okay? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Even the meth guy, okay? You know what? I know you want the meth. Here you go. Have at it. This week, you don't have to steal a bike. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Neesie! Should we bring a little more funny back to the stage? And welcome to the stage, Neesie!
Thank you so much. I have to say some really dirty shit after all that. You know? It's like, yeah, right. Love the burlesque, love the belly dancing. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. Give yourselves a round of applause. The belly dancing is a dance with my people. I don't know if you know this, but I'm Egyptian American. Thanks, that's so kind of you. We're well past 9/11, so you can feel good applauding. My porno name is Nefertiti. Yep. And I appreciate the warm response tonight. I really get a mixed response when I tell people about my heritage, for example. The creepiest response, you smell Egyptian. I smell Egyptian? What is that, pita bread and explosives? What? Yes. And I'm in a subtle way grabbing my drink, not looking at my notes. I'm so thirsty. I like to think of myself as the white trash Cleopatra. Yes.
Because it's better than the original.
Thank you, yes. No. I like to think of myself as having a little bit of grace and maybe courage, but I get all my jewelry at Target, so it all kind of balances out. And I think it's brave to say that you shop at Target when you live in Portland because it's just frankly not okay. We like things like bike commute and sustainable and local, not Target. So if you're okay with lying and being deceitful, I have a little tip for you. And that is, if you ever buy something at Target, I'm not saying that I have, like this dress, or this necklace, or these tights or these shoes. If someone compliments you, you can just say, I got this at a little boutique on Alberta. It works great. For example, love the Morona hoodie. Oh no, this was reclaimed. I got it at a little boutique on Alberta. And part of being a liar is that people can call you out by asking for details, so here's the backup plan. Always be prepared. Say, oh, they ask you for the cross street, or what's it called? Just say, oh no, I think I'm wrong. I got it from a local artist at Saturday Market. Yes, Target is great. I didn't say that. I also can't believe they have good lingerie there. I'm trying to work on Target. Yeah, sexy Target. I'm trying to be sexier. I grew up Mormon, very oppressed. Masturbation was not okay. Premarital sex was not okay. And then I moved to Portland, which is like the most sexually mischievous city in this, Western Hemisphere or something. And my mind is blown. And I looked into getting the stick surgically removed from my ass. Very expensive. You think dental work is pricey. I mean, this. Yeah, so I give myself little homework assignments. For example, I watch a lot of porn.
Yeah!
Yep, it's all in the name of research. And also, I look at the ads on the back of the weeklies. Have you guys seen these? Very educational. Stuff I've never heard of before. I don't mind admitting I'm naive. Polyamorous drum circle. I had no idea what that. I had to ask people. I was too scared to call the number. I asked, what is a polyamorous drum circle? And someone explained it to me like this. For example, 2 girls and 1 guy all enter into an agreement to beat on the same drum. Yeah. Finally, I will leave you with this. In my building is a female-friendly sex boutique. This has also helped me with the whole stick in the ass thing. And I like to go there and walk around. It's a beautiful shop. Good lighting, high-end products, beautiful displays. Sexy ladies. Let's see, a girl said that. We are in Portland. I mean, this place is nice. It's like the Nordstrom of dildo shops. Yeah, I go there a lot. Well, before the restraining order situation. But I mean, I just go in there and I try to be okay with it. And I'm like, oh, there's 2 things and I don't know about that. Oh, okay, there's 2 and there's... Okay. The staff, they're very professional, they're knowledgeable and very friendly. They really put you at ease. And yet, I still feel like they're giving me that look. You know that look. Table for 1. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Neesie! Doing an amazing job.